Coalition here for another video for you guys today, and it's another day, another hunt. I'm looking for a few different things. For one, I do have a NECA cloth 8-inch Candyman that I pre-ordered from GameStop, so I'm hoping that any time now within the next few days I'll be getting a call about it. I'm not sure exactly when, but I know that it is in stock now as far as like the NECA stores, and they usually ship out to retailers maybe a week or two later. So I'm thinking any day now, maybe next week, I'll be getting a call for that. I'm hoping right now, I'm actually hoping while I'm shooting this video that I'll get interrupted by a call, because I'm really thirsty for that figure. But also looking for the new Spider-Man Wave. As I said in like my last video, not really caring too much for the different Spider-Man suits in the Wave, as far as those figures go, because I just have so many Spider-Mans already. And those different suits that are coming out in this Wave, I mean, there's nothing against them. They look cool, but they don't hold no significant value to me. Don't get me wrong, I played the Spider-Man game and I thought it was dope, but these suits don't hold no like nostalgic value or anything for me. I just played the game, 6 months ago, It was cool, I beat it. I like the suits from the game, but like I said, if it was something like when certain Spider-Man suits drop, they bring me back to certain times when I was reading certain comic books or certain comic book runs or a movie that I liked or something, and I have some type of connection with it. But not so much these ones. I got Yamcha with me on the hunt, and yes, I did name my dog after Yamcha, the best Dragon Ball Z character out there besides Vegeta. But yeah, I'm looking for the Vulture and Shang-Chi. Those are must grabs. I've just been seeing so many pictures of Shang-Chi on Instagram. Like, all the toy hunters seem to be really digging Shang-Chi, and it looks like the articulation on him is nice. He comes with all those extra hands, so I mean, I don't want to turn him down. And when it comes to Vulture, I'm a sucker for classic Spider-Man villains, like, especially if you put them in their regular suits. I gotta have it. I already have a couple of Vultures. The MCU Vulture was dope too, but I definitely want this Vulture. And that's the only two must-haves from the Wave. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I won't buy the other figures, because I might. I might. It all depends on what I find. Sometimes it's a slow week. I can't really find anything I want, and I buy a Marvel Legend that I maybe thought I wasn't gonna grab. Maybe I will put together the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure. Who knows? But I know as far as priorities go, Vulture and Shang-Chi are at the top of my list. As you guys saw in my last video, if you haven't, go watch it. Not in my last video, but my last toy hunting video, I did pick up Doom and I did pick up Thing. I'm actually still on the hunt for a She-Hulk. That She-Hulk looks really dope. I was kind of sleeping on it at first, because I think I had an opportunity where I could have picked it up and I didn't, and now I can't find it. And I tend to do that a lot with Marvel Legends, and I don't want to let that happen again. So if I find it again or run across it again, more than likely I'm going to pick it up. Also, the new DC Multiverse figures are out, the Mcfarlane figures. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've already picked up a few. And there's still more out there I want. I definitely want the Green Lantern, the animated Batman, the animated Superman. I'm not sure how deep I will go into this line. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'll be collecting this line forever. But I know just as far as this first wave, couple waves of figures go, that I wanted to get, a handful of them, just so I know what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just so I know what they're like. When it comes to action figures, a lot of times when a new line drops, even if it's something I'm not necessarily interested in, sometimes I'll pick one up just for the sake of toy collecting, and just to see, I love action figures. I like when new product drops, so I can see, if it's worth it or not. How's the articulation, how's the sculpts, and that's how I am. I'm really curious about this DC Multiverse line from Mcfarlane. So I wanted to get, maybe I have 2 figures so far, but I'm wanting to get maybe at least half a dozen of them, so I can have a good assessment for the line moving forward. Because I mean, I like DC. You know, I need my DC figs, so I want to have a good feel for the line, and then I'll figure out if I'm going to move forward with collecting the line or not. Which I'm sure they'll put out figures that I'll grab, and I know they'll put out figures that I won't grab, but we're gonna see. So far, I'm half and half on them. They're pretty dope, but I do have a lot of complaints as well, so we're gonna see. So let's see what Walmart's pop section talking about. Surprise, well, I guess it's not a surprise seeing how fucked up the box is. But yeah, they're putting like all their Rick and Morty pops on clearance for some reason. They're fully stocked up as far as NECA goes. Only a couple figures up here, but there's like all of those. So last time I came here, I saw they were taking a lot of things off the shelves, and I thought they were preparing to do their little reset. So super excited to come here today, thinking I was gonna find a bunch of stuff, but it looks ugly. Oh, it sucks. And they're playing loud ass music just to put the icing on top of the cake. I kind of want that. These alien toys suck balls. Well, their clearance section over here is stocked. I'm not sure why they feel the need to blast this weak ass country music over the intercom, but they do have this on sale already, so that didn't last long. I mean, God, give people a chance to buy it before you put it on clearance. But yeah, other than that, some Godzilla stuff, a few Lego sets and stuff. I mean, I really want to get into and show you everything. This music's blasting too loud. And stuff. This is the Transformers they got, and here's the Siege collection. So overflooded with clearance items, they had to make like another whole clearance section. Don't really see many figs, but they do have tons of like Transformers. Oh, here's some Marvel Legends. I must have missed these. There's like 7,000 Captain Marvels for $11 a piece. So I picked up my first Mcfarlane DC Multiverse figure. I have plenty of DC Multiverse figures, but recently Mcfarlane got the license. They're taking it over from Mattel. Right off the bat, I can say that it just looks like a more expensive action figure than the DC Multiverse figures we're used to. Also, I think I like the box a little bit better as well. My main gripe so far, I haven't opened it up yet, but my only gripe right now would be that the figures are a little bit bigger. I'd rather them be 6" so they can mingle and co-mingle there with my Marvel Legends, but I guess that's just not going to happen, guys. This is just going to be on a different scale of action figures, but it looks nice. I like the fact that it comes with a stand, and it comes with a card. Now, I could honestly care less about the card. The reason I like it, though, is because it just brings me back to the 90s. It brings me back to the old days when you used to buy action figures, you would get cards all the time. So I thought that was a pretty cool addition, for sure. But I'm going to unbox this real quick for you guys. Finally, I get to get a whiff of the new Mcfarlane DC Multiverse action figures. Fig sniffs. I know they're coming out the Barnes & Noble exclusive troll. Tiger Woods. There we go. There we go. Looks like I hit the jackpot today. They're gonna. Oh, they got the vulture. Yes, and Shang-Chi. They have like, I guess they had in like at least 2 cases of both of the Spider-Man wave. Gonna get Vulture and Shang-Chi for sure, for sure. Just barren wastelands. We now interrupt this regularly scheduled programming to unbox a couple mystery minis. Who do you want? I mainly want Mole Man right here.
I never really watched the movie, so I don't know who I want.
You don't know about Fantastic Four like that?
No, I never seen it.
It's not this comic book. This is based on the comic book. It's not the old movies. All right, let's see who we get.
It's really
killing me. The suspense here is killing me.
Okay. Who is this?
Oh, we get the Human Torch. That's dope.
He's pretty, I guess.
It's pretty detailed, I must say. Yeah. They did a good job on these mystery minis. They look better than the last bunch of Marvel ones. Alright, so we got one more to open. Alright, time for round 2. Later. We got the thing. We got the thing. As you guys may know, he is my favorite Fantastic Four member. Always has been, always will be. Definitely happy with my 2 pulls, and now I don't know. I usually don't care about completing sets of mystery minis, but I want all of these Fantastic Four mystery minis. So I will be back. We need them all. We won't stop until we have them. Feel about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it was a film's film. It was a film on films. It was a movie's movie. It was a movie about movies. It was the ultimate, greatest collaboration of an eclectic, hypothetical world where if there were such reality shows for an extended amount of time that didn't quite happen in reality, but analogous to its shit, you know what I'm saying, where it was like put together in a way that it could look like if it was hypothetically put together, then it'll like be like epic. So like they did that shit, and it's the best thing ever.
You heard it here first,
folks.
Have a pink book bag.
They never talk about who has the types of pink book bags or, you know, magical book bags, or how Harry Potter like styled up and jazzed up his book bag, you know?
Yeah. Did you read all the Harry Potter books?
I read the first 4 and kind of gave up halfway through the 5th one.
Did you ever watch the movies?
Oh yes.
Which?
I kind of watched the first 4 and gave up.
So you... Alright, I think I've read all the books but the last one. So I literally still do not spoil it, YouTube. I still don't know how Harry Potter ends, bro. And I've seen, I think, the first 3 movies.
Yeah. I've seen probably the first 2.5.
But it was one of those things where Harry Potter came out at a point in time in my life where I was reading it, and then I kind of like, by the time the last one came out, I was already kind of grown. Not grown, but I grew up with the Harry Potter books.
Well, to be fair, like, and like, I started reading it in like 2000, and I was reading all the books, and then like around 2001, 2002 or 3, I began noticing that I was pronouncing the names in the book wrong when I saw the movies, and I had to like reprogram my brain to say the names of the characters that I grown to know and love in my version a different way. So it made me lose interest.
That's an interesting take. I too pronounce mostly everyone's name wrong.
I did have that accent in my head when I was reading the book. I never thought that the Harry Potter. I don't remember ever saying they were like British or English in the book.
I know one thing. The movies were good though.
They were.
I didn't have a problem with the movies. I thought they did a pretty good job telling like what the books did. I mean, of course, the books are always going to be better.
Although it did say in the book that the who's Harry's aunt, the Muggle?
I can't remember her name.
Oh man. Well, his Muggle aunt, right?
We're just gonna call her Aunt Patricia.
Aunt Patricia, yeah.
Is that it?
I think it was it, Aunt Patricia.
I'm probably wrong, but
I think so.
It
sounds
somebody's Aunt Patricia.
Aunt Patricia, right? So Aunt Patricia, that's Harry Potter's Muggle aunt. In the first page, in the Chamber of Secrets, it says that she has blonde hair. Guess what? In the movie, she has black hair. They didn't pay attention to details. That's something you notice on every page.
Yes, that is true. I just found a chase, everybody. Black Mirror chase right here in Barnes and Nobles. Do I even want it? Black Mirror. Might leave that for the next collector.
Yeah, we'll have to sleep on that for today.
Black Mirror is kind of like a Twilight Zone. Have you seen Black Mirror?
I tried.
I watched 1 or 2 episodes. I watched the episode where it was supposed to be kind of like Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's about it. Oh, and the one where they're like, damn, what happened?
So is it like an anthology?
Yeah, every episode is different.
Oh, okay.
But they're all like take place in like maybe a future world or like maybe an alternate dimension where things are a little bit different.
Yeah. I gotta check that out.
I think you'll like it, bro. Would you say Aladdin had like the best music out of any Disney animated film?
I would say even better than The Lion King, but I enjoy Lion King more.
Yeah. I can feel that. Lion King had a couple heavy hitters, but I think overall maybe Aladdin will have it for sure.
A Whole New World, Arabian Nights, you name it.
Yeah. The Lion King, the only thing I can think of is, well, I don't know, man.
I love Be Prepared.
I don't know.
I love Be Prepared.
I don't know, man.
Be Prepared. Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
What about Hakuna Matata?
Hakuna Matata. What's that opening song? Circle of Life?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, too. So they might have the more powerful soundtrack then, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Now that I really think about it, yeah.
I can use those songs every day.
But those are definitely the top 2 Disney animated albums.
Let me get reminded right quick.
I'd definitely put it over Beauty and the Beast.
Friend Like Me. One Jump Ahead.
I forgot about Friend Like Me.
I don't remember.
You ever seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
No, you?
Yeah. Pee-wee used to go down until he like got caught jacking off or something inside a movie theater. I'm pretty sure it was like a porn movie theater. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Kind of ruined his career after that.
Yeah. He really beat himself up about it.
Wow, look at Rod Stewart's fucking face. That's an interesting album cover.
Queen.
Yeah.
News of the World.
I had to slide by Hot Topic real quick and pick up just a couple of things. First off, bam. Had to get Happy Gilmore, one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. Super excited when they announced that. And couldn't get Happy Gilmore without Chubbs. I'm going to complete this set for sure. I got to. But yeah, I had to stop by my local Hot Topic and pick those up. I saw online that they got them in, and I simply could not wait for them. I couldn't. When it comes to Funko, sorry. The reason I collect Funko is because of things like that. You know? Don't get me wrong, I love Marvel, I love DC, I love Star Wars, all the staples of geek culture, I love it all, but you can find Star Wars toys just about anywhere. You can find Marvel toys anywhere. I could find several variations of Captain America or Spider-Man or Batman or Superman or Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader in all types of different collectible forms, action figures, and you know, other collectibles. But when it comes to something like Happy Gilmore and Chubbs, who else is going to make those toys? Where else are you going to get a physical representation of those characters for your collection? Nowhere. You have to rely on Funko. That's why I fell in love with Funko. I didn't fall in love with Funko and start liking Funko because they had so many Marvel and Star Wars and DC characters that I liked. I fell in love with them because they had the obscure movie characters. Not that Happy Gilmore per se is an obscure movie, but it's not something that warrants action figures or toys. I mean, in my opinion it is. I would love to have Happy Gilmore NECA figures or something, but you know, when it comes to things like that, you never think you'll get a toy or a collectible representation of that movie or something. And I love that Funko does that. Some of my first Funko Pops, my first ever Funko Pop was Heath Ledger's Joker. Then after that, I started picking up like the Goonies and Scarface and stuff like that. And like I said, that's just why I love Funko, because they make stuff like this. Chubbs, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. And I can't tell you how excited I get when they announce those type of pops. I mean, I know everybody's getting excited about these new Avengers pops and the new Iron Man snapping his finger and these deluxe pops that you put together and they all come together to make the big Avengers pose from the first Avengers movie. And that's cool. I'm glad that you guys like that. And it's not that I dislike it. It's not like I totally don't want that. But that's not what gets my Funko juices flowing. When I see announcements like these, or like the Warriors pops that are coming out, and things from like movies and TV shows that I watched growing up, that's when I get the most excited. Because it's just things that you didn't know that you would ever have a toy of, you know? Like, never in a million years did I think the movie Big with Tom Hanks is one of my favorite movies of all time. But never in my history of watching that movie for over 28 years did I think I would have my own, you know, big toy, you know, my own big Funko Pop, you know? So that's why I love Funko. So when I see things like this, I can't wait for it. If it would have been a Marvel or a Star Wars drop or something like that, I wouldn't have even paid it, you know, no mind. But something like that, it's an instant pickup for me. Every time, for sure. Fuel the hunt at the Just Away Cafe. It smells good out here. So we smashed the crab dip, fried oyster sandwich, and you got what? What did you get?
Salmon Island style tacos with mango.
And crab stew. Oh, that's pretty stewy. So I'm at Walmart right now, and we came across the most stuffed Oreos. Really exciting moment in my life. I mean, I've been looking for these for months. Longer than I hunt down action figures, so they finally came to fruition. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. Is this happening? It might be. But I don't know. Is this happening as well? It might be. My girlfriend says otherwise. Now interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for another mystery mini unboxing.
Which one first?
Let's go Birds of Prey first.
Give me a second.
With those nails, you should just be able to slice through the box.
They don't work like that.
Ooh. I don't know who she is, because I honestly don't know who it all is in this movie. But yeah, we got her. Now let's go for the Fantastic Four one. It's not wasting time here.
Which one?
Let's go.
I want Dr. Doom.
I want more man. Oh, another Human Torch? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Damn, man. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This kind of fucked me up right here, y'all. R.I.P. to the GOAT. R.I.P. to the motherfucking GOAT, bruh. Real talk. I grew up from childhood to adulthood watching Kobe Bryant. And this hurts, bruh. I've buried a lot of friends and family lately, and I don't know. This hurts.
You've been watching our breaking.
What the heck is Power Players? Never heard of it. Now over here in the pop section, Chuck Nolan. That's who you thought was Chuck Norris. That's from the movie Castaway. You ever saw Castaway? Gosh. Oh look, Spyro.
Is that a NECA?
Yeah. Oh, I see what I need right here. Bam. Yes. That's Jason's mom. What? I didn't know this was coming out. They also got the turtles here.
Black sweater. Cool.
Is it cool to you? Honestly? Or is it weird?
It is kind of cool.
Let's see. You got Foot Soldier 2-packs. More Turtle 2-packs. Bob Ross. Have you seen Bob Ross yet?
You should get him instead. He comes with a lot of accessories.
Sure. It's probably more expensive as well. Does that say $20? Because NECAs are never $21.99.
Yeah, it is.
But it says Terminator.
That's 21.
They're gonna try to hit us with a wham wham. But I've seen Bob Ross in our area. I, however, have not seen her in our area.
Oh, you already seen her?
Yeah. technically isn't having tablets more bougie. Alright, so we've now entered the haul portion of this video. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this video so far, but now it's time to show you all the cool things that I picked up. But first, I wanted to taste test this little Dragon Ball Z energy drink.
Ew. What does it taste like?
Namekian ball sack.
Let me try it.
No, actually, it's really good. I'm just kidding.
Really?
It's yummy. I like it.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. Alright, so we're going to start off with action figures. I picked up a bunch of pops. I picked up a good bit of action figures as well. Now, you probably already saw some of the things that I picked up early in the episode, but let's go over it. Picked up the Marvel Legends Vulture. The figure that I wanted most out of the wave when the wave was announced, but it's not my favorite figure out of the wave. I thought it would be, it should be, but, oops, but Shang-Chi is definitely my favorite figure out the wave. Just the fact that he came with so many hands, he's highly articulate. Probably the best articulation I've seen on a Marvel Legends figure in a while that's not a Spider-Man figure, so I was definitely really pleased with this Marvel Legend, except that game. Now, also, I told myself I wasn't going to buy any of the Spider-Mans out this wave, but I already had Shang-Chi, I already had Vulture. This figure was still sitting on the stand, on the pegs. Everything else was sold out from the wave, but I don't know. I kind of want to build a Demogoblin. We're going to see, but I did pick up this Spider-Man. Looks pretty cool, you know, nothing too special about him. I haven't unboxed him yet. I simply bought him because I really want to build the Build-A-Figure. And when I decided I wanted to build the Build-A-Figure, it was mainly because I want this White Rabbit figure for some reason. It looks really cool. It looks like it'll be like a good little goon alongside some other action figures for toy photography. So I think I'm going to complete that wave. Also, picked up my third figure from the new Mcfarlane DC Multiverse line. I picked up the animated series Batman. So now I have Harley Quinn, I have Superman, not the animated Superman, but I have Superman, and I have this Batman. I'm not sure if you guys saw me pick up the Superman on film, but I know you've seen me with Harley Quinn. So I haven't unboxed this figure. I was impressed with Harley Quinn. I wasn't really like too pleased with the scaling of the figure, but I know as soon as I see an animated Batman figure, I'm definitely always gonna want it, just because I always grew up watching animated Batman, and I just like Batman. So that's all for action figures, but I did pick up a couple of movies as well. I picked up Terminator Dark Fate. Haven't watched it yet, so I can't give you an opinion on it. Yes, I've heard the reviews out there. Yes, I've heard everyone's gripes, but I still want to watch it for myself, and I'm hoping I enjoy it. And I also had to pick up Parasite. Just like Terminator Dark Fate, I heard the reviews on this movie, heard so many good things about it, and can't wait to watch this. So on the next episode or my next video, I will definitely give you guys my thoughts on these two films. Alright, so I bought a lot of pops this week. I think I went a little too ham on pops, don't you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I bought maybe a little too many. But there's a lot of pops that came out that I wanted, a lot that I wanted to catch up on. Not to mention they just dropped the new Adam Sandler pops from Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. And those were must-haves for me. Now, I didn't pick up any Billy Madison pops, but I got the whole Happy Gilmore line, besides Happy Gilmore versus Bob Barker. And trust me, when I find that, I'm getting it. But some of them are already in box. Take a look at Chubbs. I was really happy about this. Like, of course, I grew up in the 90s, and Adam Sandler was the king of the 90s when it came to comedy movies for me. So Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and all that are like some of my favorite, most watched movies of my entire life. Also, I had to do a little bit of horror. You know, I didn't get nothing horror really this week. You guys know I love horror, so I had to put a little something horror in there. I picked up the Jeepers Creepers pop. Yes, I know about the controversy surrounding the director. I don't want to get into that, but I do like the pop. And I do like the movie Jeepers Creepers. Also picked up Mulan from the new live-action Mulan movie that's coming out. I'm really hyped for this movie. Mulan was one of my favorite Disney movies growing up. Plus, I love Asian culture. I love that time period, you know. And I can't wait to see the movie, even though I already have some gripes about it, because I want Mushu in the movie. But I see where they're going with it, and I understand. So I'm gonna still go in there with high hopes, and hopefully they meet my expectations. So pick that up. And I picked up the Energizer Bunny. I'm surprised I haven't unboxed this yet, because I'm really curious about just feeling the texture of it. I know it's not flocked, don't get me wrong, I wish it was. But I still like to feel the little ridges in the hair just to see the details. It's nice.
Oh, look at his flip-flops.
It's perfect. This is one of the coolest ad icons. I mean, Energizer Bunny was always around when I was growing up, you know? Also, I picked up Otto from Billy Madison as well. Now, you know I had to pick up Notorious B.I.G. Hot Topic exclusive. I was really, really excited about this one. Yeah, for me, Biggie has always been the GOAT. Greatest of all time. Lyrically, I put him over Tupac for sure. Alright. Also picked up Quavo. And of course, when it comes to Quavo, you can't have Quavo without Offset. And you can't have Offset and Quavo without Takeoff. So I had to complete the whole Migos gang right here. Let's see. Also, of course, picked up Happy Gilmore. So yeah, I got the whole Happy Gilmore set except for the Bob Barker versus Happy Gilmore fight scene right there. So I haven't seen that yet in person, but I assure you when I do, I'm picking it up. Now it seems like I got a lot of hip hop pops, a lot of rapper pops came out like recently. So I picked up Tupac as well. My first Tupac pop. I was happy, really excited when they announced this because I never got a chance to get the original Tupac pop. So I believe there's actually a few Tupac pops coming out right now. I know some of them are exclusive to different stores, but I was happy to get my hands on this. And the pop that I'm most excited about this week is Toonami Tom. Grew up watching Toonami. I would be so excited to get home from elementary school, tune into Toonami Tom as he presented us Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, Rurouni Kenshin, Hamtaro. I mean, come on. The list can go on and on, but Toonami Tom was definitely a big part of my childhood. And it was one of the pops that, even though I know Funko does a lot of things from my childhood and does a lot of random obscure characters, never in a million years I think we would get Toonami Tom. So I'm definitely excited about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's only episode 2. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Episode 3, I've already filmed half of it, so it'll be coming quicker than episode 2 did. And I got a lot of other cool cool videos up on the channel as well. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And as always, you have a good day, YouTube.